For those of you who might not know, for the past 9 years I've been living in Brisbane, Australia, which you can find along the east coast. So before that I was living in London in the UK, so it's a bit of a change of pace, and the surroundings are definitely different, especially in the city. It's a lot quieter here, but at the same time this place has definitely grown on me, and I think it takes you a while to really adapt to the different kind of way of life it is. It's a lot more laid back and chilled out. But yeah, Brisbane itself as well, it's a smaller city. It's one of those places you've got to spend a little bit more time with to find these hidden gems knocking about, which are definitely there. I guess it's not too similar to Melbourne, where you can kind of look on every corner and there's something creative going on, whereas Brisbane you definitely have to look a bit further. So where I've actually been living is West End. So West End is one of those places, probably one of the last inner city suburbs that retains a lot of its character. So it's going through a bit of a change at the moment, lack of a better word, it's going through a bit of gentrification. I guess it's pretty sad, and yeah, you're starting to see places that used to retain a lot of character kind of change quite a lot and look more inner city than anything. A lot of apartment blocks going up and things like that. But yeah, so I thought it was a good time now to start to document what it looks like and try to document a lot of the character it holds. Yeah, so over the pandemic, I got to know West End a lot. I was traversing the streets probably nearly every day, just going for your daily walks to gain that bit of sanity during the initial stages or even later on in the pandemic. It's got this fusion of different cultures. You've got the Mediterranean side, a few Lebanese people, Greeks, Italians, a mix of different Europeans as well. And yeah, you've got the Aboriginal culture that still prevails here, which is really interesting as well, and something I would like to document. I would definitely take my time and make sure I did it as polite and as respectful as possible. At the same time, if they weren't into it, I'd understand and respect that too. So circling back a few weeks, hot off the inspiration of the new zine idea, I decided to go for my first wander. The camera I decided to use for this project is the Mamiya RZ67. The reason being is it's quite a diverse camera that's able to shoot a range of different subjects, from portraits to landscapes to street style. Yeah, just a lot of different kind of subjects which I plan to shoot. I might shoot some 35mm as well, I'm not too sure, I'm still figuring it out at this point. But yeah, I kind of leaning towards more medium format to get that extra detail and that nice fine grain when I go to print the design. But yeah, it's still up in the air, we'll see how we go. Another technical thing to note, for these photos you're seeing throughout this video, I've been using a Pro Mist filter, the 1/8 strength, and yeah, the reason being is I wanted a more natural feel to these photos, and also wanted to compare how it performs when shooting photos, because I know a lot of people use it for video, but yeah, I shoot a lot at golden hour with that like strong golden light, so I wanted to see how it handles the roll off of the highlights. And with these photos so far, I've been pretty impressed, and I like the more softer feel, because the RZ67 sometimes can be ultra sharp, and I want to add a bit of character with that nice roll off of the highlights, I guess, as well. I'd been thinking about what I wanted to shoot for the cover of design and what kind of imagery, yeah, I wanted to set the tone with. And I'd walked past this park multiple times and seen the incredible golden light that spreads across it during the afternoon. So I started to envision this shot I had in mind of the skater on the half pipe, especially with the 4101 written on the half pipe. It seemed kind of perfect, being the postcode of West End, obviously. So yeah, I got pretty lucky, and one day I was walking past and got talking to this guy who was into film photography, and yeah, just asked him could I take the shot, and yeah, he thankfully said yes. So he did the trick about 3 times, I think, and on the last time was the moment I got actually focused and ready. I actually missed the 2 previous times he did the trick, and then he nailed the trick. It was like the best take on the third attempt, and that was the one I managed to grab. So it was a bit of luck there, and yeah, I'm super happy with how this turned out, and I think it'll be a great kind of cover. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Maybe I'll use something else, but for now that's looking like it's going to set the tone for the zine. Part of the charm of West End is the character of all the houses. Each one is very different to the next and has all these like distinguishing qualities, and just very kind of different. There's a bit of a hippie feel to it as well. So there's you got veggie gardens and a lot of color and a lot of greenery, which is something I've been trying to document, especially in the details. But yeah, maybe it'll be cool to later down the track speak to some of these owners and get their opinion of what's going on in West End and what they think of it. There could be a narrative to go down there, and maybe that could, turn into a whole different thing. But yeah, it's something I definitely want to, journal and look into and see what comes of it. Maybe it's because over the pandemic I got to spend so much time here. I really didn't leave this suburb, as I'm sure a lot of people around the world didn't leave theirs. But yeah, I guess you get to know a place a bit faster that way. And I've been able to speak to some of the business owners quite a lot, which I've become quite friendly with, which has been really nice. And yeah, I'd love to take some of their portraiture, and hopefully I'll be able to try out a bit of environmental portraiture, take some photos in their businesses and try and get their surroundings in the photo and add that character to it. It's something I want to develop skills in, taking environmental portraiture, so it will be definitely fun to explore that direction as well. So I've got some Portra 400 with my Canon EOS 500, lots of 100s here. But yeah, gonna take this guy out. I haven't shot in a while with this, and it's probably what got me into film, so I'm always excited to shoot this camera again. But yeah, so basically I'm heading down to the West End market, gonna hang out there for a little bit, see if I can get some good snaps. It's a nice sunny day, so yeah, should be some vibes down there. I think it's been nice to have just like a direction in mind when I go out to shoot, and not just going out willy-nilly and just kind of seeing what happens. It's nice to kind of have a vision and have a direction rather than just making it up as you go. So yeah, and this is the first time I'll be making a zine of this kind, so it's going to be really fun to go through the process of that, and hopefully I'll be able to document that bit with you and give you updates along the way. But yeah, I'm definitely want to spend a bit more time with it, because it feels like this place is a little bit special to me, because yeah, it's been a saving grace and I've really enjoyed living here over the past year. And just the people, and I just want to be very respectful to the place and try and document it as best I can. Maybe this is looking too far into it, but it'd be cool, for this to be some kind of documentation of West End, and for people to look back and be able to reference that moment in time. Because I think sometimes I get stuck on trying to document like vintage cars and old school kind of that aesthetic, and I think it's nice to document just like the now, and for years to come you can look back and see what you did and what it was like during that time. I hope you've enjoyed the photos I've shown throughout this video. Let me know if you have any favorites. It'll be good to see what people are liking, so I can gauge what to kind of add in this book when it's finished and stuff like that. But yeah, I just want to say a quick mention as well to another YouTuber who goes by the name of Tom Humble. I've seen him document his own kind of area in Southend in the UK, and it's been very inspiring to see how he's kind of been able to do it, and probably been subconsciously an inspiration for wanting to document my own backyard. So, and yeah, he's just got the most incredible black and white work, and yeah, I've just been really enjoying it, and he always shows so much support to my channel, so I thought I'd do a quick shout out to acknowledge that as well, because I appreciate it. All the nice things he's always said. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, And as always, I'll see you next time. Peace.